Hi, everybody. This is Mark Smith with Family Tree Life Coaching. I have a really powerful video for you tonight. The title is Love Hurts, Love Scars, Love Wounds, Love Marks, and it's designed to emotionally heal you. I'm going to start out with 4 quotes by myself. Who quotes themselves? I just thought these were some really good quotes that I sort of boiled down the gist of this video in. Number one, the goal of your relationship should be emotional healing, not happiness. The goal of your relationship should be emotional healing, not happiness. Happiness will come after the pain, the hard work, and the healing. Happiness will come after the pain, the hard work, and the healing. If your couples therapy doesn't focus on your family of origin issues, then it's really not therapy at all. Therapy should be deep. It should be emotional. It should focus on your family of origin issues. It should be exhilarating. It should be fun. It should be funny. It should be fascinating. And it should be sacred. Couples therapy is what I meant. Couples therapy should be deep and emotional and focused on your family of origin issues and exhilarating and fun and funny and fascinating and sacred. Here's a good one. The type of person you are attracted to, your type, and the person who hurt you the most growing up as a child have the very same psychological DNA. You are going to marry your unresolved childhood wounds. In the words of the great band Nazareth, love hurts, love scars, wounds, and marks. Any heart not tough enough or strong enough to take a lot of pain, probably shouldn't fool around with falling in love, because love is like a cloud. It holds a lot of rain. It holds a lot of rain. Ooh, love hurts. I learned a thing or two. I'm young, I know, but I've learned a thing or two. I learned from you. I really learned a lot. I really learned a lot from you. See, that's what the purpose of romantic love is to learn a lot about yourself and to heal. Love is like a flame. It burns when it's hot. It burns you when it's hot. Love hurts. Ooh, love hurts. Some fools think of happiness and blissfulness and togetherness. Some people are fooling themselves. I guess they're not fooling me, because I know the truth. I know it isn't true. A lot of people think that the purpose of romantic love is joy and bliss and happiness, and it couldn't be the furthest thing from the truth. That's the long-term goal. The short-term goal is to make you heal and make you work on your unresolved childhood issues. The songwriter Bryant Boudreaux, he writes, I know it isn't true, all this bliss and happiness and togetherness. I know it's not true, because love is just a lie. It's made to make you blue Love hurts. I know it isn't true. I know it isn't true. Love is just a lie made to make you blue. Love hurts. He's right. Romantic love is a lie. It's a bait and switch program, and it is made to make you blue. So you have an opportunity to feel, and so you have an opportunity to heal. Romantic love is designed to give you an opportunity to heal your unresolved childhood issues. Here's a popular paradigm. You shouldn't have to work so hard on a relationship to be happy. Have you heard that one? That's some bullshit right there. That's laughable. You know who believes that? Emotional children. You shouldn't have to work so hard to have a happy relationship. Another popular paradigm is eHarmony. Hey, if you both play tennis and you like movies and you like travel, then you might be compatible. There's a myth of compatibility. If you are attracted to somebody, even if pain comes up in the relationship, that doesn't mean you're not compatible. So the lyrics I just shared are copyrighted by Sony and Acuff Rose Music. So here's the correct paradigm, not the popular paradigm. And it's the only one thing that I know, and that is you're going to fall in love with, you're going to marry your unresolved childhood issues. I don't know if very many of you are Soprano fans. I think the demographics of this video channel is people in their 40s and 50s. Some people, in their 20s and 30s, but everybody knows of the Soprano. But there was this scene where Tony Soprano had a girlfriend. He always had a girlfriend on the side, but she was a class A borderline, needy, abandonment issues, drama, critical. He grew up with a borderline mother who was constantly critical and devaluing and having drama and being filled with rage and anger and manipulation. And at one point, the girlfriend threatened to kill herself if he didn't leave his wife or some such thing. And he said to her, I know you. I grew up with you. You're my mother. One of the pictures I give to people is you're 25 years old, you're standing at the altar, the minister just did his thing and pronounced you man and wife. And let's say you were wounded most by your father. You look over at your new spouse and they're peeling off a mask like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, and it's your friggin' dad standing there. That's what marriage is. That's what love is. Love is supposed to hurt. It is supposed to wound. It is supposed to leave marks. And it is designed to give you an opportunity to heal emotionally. Whenever I see a couple of 24-year-olds walking down the aisle, I see a couple of lambs being led to the slaughter. If they knew what they were getting themselves into, I don't believe there'd be very many people showing up to the wedding. They're enmeshed. They're stoned on early love. But in midlife, you don't get 7 years like a young person gets. You probably just get 3 to 6 months. And just because that enmeshment starts moving into emotional cutoff doesn't mean you're not compatible. It just means you haven't done any work on the relationship and you haven't done enough work on yourself. So what I'm trying to get people to do is change how they think, shift their paradigm from somebody who has a victim mentality, and that is the bad man hurt me, so I need to throw him away. It's a lot more complicated than that. Everybody is responsible. You know who's responsible for you getting hurt? 100% responsible for you getting hurt. You are. It was your job to vet the guy. It was your job to protect your heart. You chose to let the devil in the door. You chose to be in that relationship. So that's what I try to do. I try to help shift people from being in victim mentality to being in ownership of their own issues and working on things. I worked with an older couple today and I did their feedback session, and a man went in the eyes of his victim-y wife as she experienced the paradigm shift. He went from being seen as insensitive and self-absorbed and somebody who made her invisible, somebody who would sit at the breakfast table and just read the newspaper and ignoring her, and it wounded her so much. But I explained the reason you're so wounded is because you were invisible to your mother. That's why whenever your husband doesn't give you quite enough attention, that's why you're so devastated and you get emotionally reactive and you act like a little girl who's tantruming. So that man went from an insensitive, self-absorbed, invisible making bastard to just being some dude who loves his wife and doesn't want to be hurtful. And they went from instantaneously, after an hour and a half of that session, they went from adversaries to who were talking about divorce. They went from adversaries to empathetic therapy buddies. I can share this concept. I just have a few minutes and I don't get dialogue with you, and I can't gather your family history. So it's a little bit harder to sell this paradigm to you. But I'm going to be making a lot of videos hitting on this topic. But I can usually get about 80% of the people that I can do an assessment on and give feedback to buy into this paradigm, that there's reasons why people cannot do work on themselves. And it isn't just narcissism. That's only one of the reasons. Sometimes they just have too much pain. And the deeper the pain, the thicker the wall. Sometimes they're too young and they just haven't been run over by enough trucks. Sometimes they have shame or over defensiveness. You critique somebody this much and they hear this much. They could have too many abandonment issues. You appear to back up this much, but to them, it feels like you've backed up this much. So being narcissistic is just one of the reasons why people can't do therapy. Too much pain, too thick of walls, too young, too defensive, and some of them are too victim-y. So I believe you folks out there, many of you could use a broken people dating coach. I never imagined I'd be in the dating coach business. I never really had an interest in the dating coach business, but the Lord works in mysterious ways. I don't need any more clients, I'll tell you that much, but I'll make room for you. If you're beaten up and you're bloodied and you're like the song, you think love is a lie and you've been burned by the flame and you've been wounded and marked up and scarred and hurt, I can help you. You say, Mark, well, you just had to break up yourself not too long ago. What are you trying to coach somebody for? Because I know what happened. I know who I picked and why I picked them, and I know what happened. By the way, I had a chance to get some closure with my former girlfriend this past week for 2.5 hours. It was lovely, and it was healthy, and it was sort of a form of being individuated. So keep watching these videos. I'm going to try to make them a little shorter. Please add some comments uh, uh, when you watch these videos, and do your friends a favor and forward these videos on, because a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about here, and it's really true. Romantic love, is designed to heal you emotionally. It's Mother Nature's tool, secret weapon. That's why you keep attracting crazy people. That's why you keep attracting hurtful people, because you grew up with hateful, crazy, hurtful people. Thank you for watching. Tune in again. God bless.